Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Commission Project. It's Mentor Me Mondays, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a flashback and go back to our beautiful Brieon from episode 5. So guys, what we want you to do is actually check out episode 5 once you finish watching this, and don't forget to subscribe, share, tell your friends and your family, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Peace out.
I'm going to go a little bit off script right now, just because this question literally popped into my mind. What do you think of Vegemite?
I've had it maybe once or twice.
Is that a yes or a no?
We would have to have it again. I would have to have it on camera. That's going to be candid, and I would have to give my opinion. I haven't had it enough.
Curious, I guess, you know. There's lots of snacks from America that I'm like, bird.
Yeah.
They've got it right.
So yeah, Johnny and I'm going to go off script too. Johnny and I travelled to the US last year together, and a part of the, not agreement, but all of my nieces and Joyce wanted us to like try all of these different snacks. So I had to be everything we tried. It was like we had to film ourselves, and then we'd send it to them. Reviews of everything that we had. So
people love that. You know, there's channels dedicated to that. Yeah. And then there's this whole mukbang stuff. Like that's I'm not about to sit and watch. I'm not about to sit and watch somebody eat.
Okay. I'm not about. No, I don't do that. No. I will test the food and let everybody know. Oh, that's true.
She's got. But we'll tell us more because of like how she did it. She was like so tiny built. Yeah. But she consumed these mountains of food.
And the guy with the bandana?
Yeah.
He just eats weird food.
So when I had to be like 7, I think. I remember vividly being at the edge of my grandmother's bed. She's sitting up in her bed. And she looked at me and she told me, "You're going to be a judge." I remember that vividly. And it's not, I don't remember every single thing from my childhood, you know, but there's some moments that are just aha moments. And so there's that, right? And I've always had that. So that was the seed being planted. And we're talking, this is Mentor Monday. You know, and so many of us, we life and death, right, is in the power of the tongue. So as we speak, especially over our children, our grandchildren, the people around us, our friends even, we are planting seeds. We're calling forth the potential that's in them. And that's what my grandmother did. Wow. And so when I was in high school, so Hurricane Katrina happened at age of 12. I went to Houston. I was in high school there. I studied, one of my classes was criminal justice. Loved that teacher. I was a bit of a rebel. You know, my dad wasn't in my life. You know, some resentment and stuff comes from that even. And this teacher, she would just nurture me and care for me, and she was strict with me. And I loved criminal justice. I wanted to be a barrister, and I just wanted to. I always had it in me, and when God has a call on your life, even when when it's misdirected, we use it wrongly, right? I don't know, I'm just thinking of Jamie as well. You just did a Mentor Monday with Jamie. I watched that beautiful person, beautiful man. God has a massive call on his life. But he was just talking about the misplaced or the misdirected anger and just, things of that nature. And so I remember I used to be in, school, and someone would be bullying someone. And I would like get in the middle of them and be like, "No, you ain't about to," and I would stand there and be that defense. Which, like, when you look at a courtroom, there's a defendant, there's a barrister operating on behalf of the defendant, and the judge is there, and someone's mitigating, someone's standing in between. And I always had that issue. When it pops up in my mind, the first thing, I haven't thought about this prior, is the want to be seen. The want to be seen. And that comes with, the social media, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the YouTubes even. Then what grieves me about that is many people are striving to be seen before it's their time to be seen. If your character is not developed, like if you're a Christian, for instance, because we're talking to a believer, I'm talking to a believer at this point, someone that confessed Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. If you confess Him, and you have to understand that you are a representation of Him. So what you do, what you say, where you go, how you act it represents him. And again, no one's perfect, you know, like there's grace. He gives us grace, unmerited favor. He shields us. But if we're constantly trying to pull back the shield and put ourselves on Front Street when it's not time, we just run the risk of actually turning people off from him. We're doing the exact opposite of what he's called us to do, which is, shine. He's called us to shine our light, but what light are you shining? Is it a light of ego? Is it a light of pride? Is it a light of self-seeking gratification? Because the likes, come on, the comments, right? Are you able to still put yourself out there even when you don't get the likes, when you don't get the comments? Are you able to show up with makeup or without makeup? Yep. Are you able to not rely on those things and let the light that is from within you shine forth? And so that's one thing that grieves me. So many people are vowing for attention, vowing for likes, when ultimately, if the only like you need is from that man up there, it's from Jesus Christ. That's the only stamp of approval that you need at the end of the day. And this isn't like there's always a balance.
Doom scrolling.
Yeah. When you end up scrolling for like 2 hours, it's like.
But that's actually a thing. Like there's a few young people I know for a fact. Like I had to work. So I'm a welder by trade. So back in the day, still doing welding in Australia. So there's a place I was working at, and my boss's son was working with me, and my boss was like yelling at him for coming to work late every day. Like this boy come late every day, living in the same house. Every day he was late, so we couldn't work out why this boy was late. So I was like, dude, while I was working, I'm like, dude, your dad's not here. You can talk to me. I'm like, why are you late all the time, man? Like, what you got that's so urgent, requiring you to be up till late at night and you can't get up in the morning? Like, what's the deal? He says he legit does that doom scrolling, except then I never knew what the word was. He says like he just be on his phone and looking for things that were going on in case
you miss something.
He would miss out. Yes, like he'd be like on standby, waiting for something, and then he says in the morning you'd realize nothing happened, but then repeats the next day the exact same thing. And
just in case.
This is a few years ago, and even like lately, like as late as like last week or this week gone, young people be on TikTok for 6 hours. I'm like, when what, dude? I'm like, are you making TikToks? He's like, no, we just literally.
Yeah, can I just say, we were driving back from Youth on Friday night, and we were just chatting, and everyone got the notification of screen time, which is the Apple thing, how long you've averaged. And one of the kids was like 13 hours a day that they've been on their phone. And I'm like, that's like a lot compared to the whole day, which is 24 hours.
That's scary.